We're ready.
All right, this is Jody Rogers and Lydia Lowe. We're here at Blue Haven Studio, and we are doing our second interview, and this is with Iron Board Sam. And I was going to ask you, I was going to say, where did you come up with that name? And then I read that you put your keyboard on top of an iron board.
Yeah.
Do you still do that?
Yeah, I still do that. But the company, they bought me a cord, which is a heavy keyboard, and I tried to use the cord on my keyboard. So I had 3 keyboards, so the cord broke them off.
Oh.
Too heavy. Well, you know, it sets up there, but sometimes I get happy and I go to rock them.
Yeah.
I go to rock them, and it wears out with that cord, and a few times it just crashed on me. But when it crashed on me, I just get started and keep on playing it. But I mean, I broke the other iron board. So I got to use an iron board stand. The cord have its own stand.
Yeah.
Which is top of mine that I invented the phrase portable keyboard. There was no portable keyboard before I made this keyboard with iron board.
Right. That's what I was gonna ask you too. Besides being a blues musician, you're also an inventor. You did the keyboard. What else have you invented?
I invented the neck microphone. They got the one that went on the head, they got the one on the stand, but I invented one that holds around the neck, that you put it around the neck and hold it. And the reason why I did that, I had I created the phrase walking keyboard. I used to have a strap like this, I strap my walk with it. So I needed with a regular stand mic, with my keyboard around the neck, I couldn't walk with it, so I said, I got to make it something where I could walk with me. I had a portable keyboard, that's when I'm not using iron board. I got one word around my neck. They make them now, but before I did the phrase, and I walk around with it so that the microphone, neck microphone, when I went to work, I had that pattern, but I got need to have engineers to draw it. I need a whole lot more things to do, but I could make one in 15 minutes. I can make another. A few times I've used clothes hangers to make them connect people.
That is neat. That really is neat. All right.
Kind of flop it around though. I'm flopping it. Kind of thing.
All right. So now you're from New Orleans?
No,
originally.
I married my third wife down there, and that stuck me there for a while. I married her to save her reputation. We were staying together, and I married to make it good. But I didn't want to make it a third time though. Really. I didn't want to marry. That did one. Well, neither time really, but I found I went this time. My home is Rockville, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
But I went to college, majored in science and music. And when I got back, my dad had married again. And when I got back, I walked up on the porch. I had almost walked from college. I'm down in Ellery, just below Columbia. And I said, I'm going to go back home. I'm getting pretty hard on me. And Dad couldn't send me much money because we were poor folks. So I was working, cutting grass in the summer, 35 and 50 now. I'm saving up my money to go. It's cheaper then, but they pay cheap.
Yeah.
So I decided I hit up back walking that 100 miles back home. So, and I remember I didn't have 11 cents. Back in then you get 2 for penny cookies. So I bought me 22 cookies and head out back home. Walking. I think 100 miles a long way to walk, so I think somebody picked me up a couple of times. And I got home and stepped up on the step, and my dad and mother met me on the porch, because I knocked on the porch, they gas station. And I said, well, you can't stay here. I looked at my dad. I said, you can't stay here. I looked at my dad again. And he said, well, boy, come on in. The chief still wanted me to go. So I felt very bad. Daddy didn't save me, and I really didn't know her. So she told me again, I can't stay here. So I put my clothes on the bicycle. I was 16, and I left. And I said I would never go back to Rock Hill. And I did that. I didn't go back I was gone 45 years. She died, and then I went back to my dad for died one time. And then I was disappointed in Rock Hill again because when I was 14, the music teacher asked for the kids come up. He selected kids who wanted to play the piano. So the kids went up there and banged on it. He didn't play and he accepted and all that. So I was to be the last one. They called me up there and I could play the boogie woogie. He said, "No, I can't teach you." Well, that's a hurting thing. So I said, I'm gonna play anyway. So my stepmother put me out at 16, and I ended up in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I got me a job washing dishes, H.L. Greens, and also they had a crystal that I worked between the two, washing dishes. And so I moved in a rooming house down in the lower part of town called Blues, in a place I could afford. And I moved over, man, down there to pump organ. So I said that. I'm asking him one place, "That's your organ?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You can play all you want to." Oh man, I'm happy. I got an organ. We had an organ at home, Daddy, I used to pump it up and play it because my daddy's wife full taught me how to play the boogie woogie. But my brother asked me, say, how did you begin, why you think you like piano? This is weird out of age. I went I started out playing the pump organ was still on at 16, and then so I learned how to play all the parts of the blues. So I would find those houses that had the red lights in it, and selling fish sandwiches and a little quarter shot of white light. And I went to those things, getting a little quarter shot, and they had a little piano, and then I go to work. Play on there. And a grown lady sat on my lap. And I said, I'm going to be a piano player now. That's been 50 years now. I'm 72 years. Oh, I know what I'm going to be now. A piano player.
That is great. All right. So, and your keyboard there was called the button keyboard.
Yeah, the button board. From Winston-Salem, I didn't know how cold one of them was. And also, I fell in love for the first time. And she broke my heart, and I wanted to leave Winston-Salem. So I left Winston-Salem and went to Miami, Florida. It was warm because I could sleep in the morning. I went down to Miami, it was warm there. And there, I played the piano in Maryland Hotel there, and got married there. That was my first wife. And finally, I bought me a guy was looking for a new glove, and he said, I like to play all of it. He told me I could pump all of it. He said, "Well, go down and pick one up." So he tell him who you are and who I am. So I picked out a white hammer and trimmed and gold, pretty thing. So it was a new glove. So I played that organ drawing people, but he didn't have all his business straight, fire insurance and all that. Club money and Brenham organ. So then I rented one for a while, and I couldn't afford to rent. So I said, I guess I'm going to go back home to my daddy. So I went back home to my daddy. On the way, I knew I was using, I know 12X72 went home. So I found a box of 12X62 while I was on the way back. I said, and some telephone wires. I said, well, maybe one of the days I'll do something with these two. So when I got to Rock Hill, South Carolina, I wanted a piano. I go look for a piano, and I went to Urge to play it. I played it. They got hip to me that I wasn't going to come to buy one. I'm just coming to try to play. They wouldn't let me play one in the store no more that time. So that heartbroke me. So I lit up those 62 chromatically, each one of them So I hooked them up chromatically to a thumbtacker. Big silver contact, that little solid on. Sold me a telephone wire. Told me it's a telephone wire to the 12 lit up 12X72, and sold me a telephone wire to it, and because I knew the hum, and I put the audio wire on the ring of my fingers. It would touch. So I call that the button board, because it was done that. So then when I play it, I just touch it, no accent, I get used to touching it. It just played it by slide it in that way. I think they use them on the computer now. You touch it and you roll something over. I think they got my idea. Can't prove it, but when you touch it, it makes something happen, you know. So so I was playing on my dad's table, and he was mad because I left out of college. And I was mad at him because he put me out in a while. I was playing on the table. He said, "Boy, you got to get that off the table. We got to eat on the table." So I was bringing in, what am I going to do with mine? I had it on the 2x4 then, you know. I had the buttons on the 2x4. So I was riding around one day and I saw iron board. See, that'd be the right thing. Put my button board, I call it, on it, and push it over the corner out of there as well. And that's what I did. And so then I'm still ashamed of it. He didn't like it. He wasn't there as well. And I said, I got to go try to make my daddy some money. So it needs sound, the children, they would come to hear me. Still ashamed of it because what it was, I started calling the button board. Later on was I just made something I didn't know how it was. So I struck out the drive and to try to find the work, and I saw advertising of a fair, and I always liked to go to the fair. I said, I bet they won't make shame of me at the fair because they accept everything in the fair. They accept my button board. So they hear me play it. They didn't make no. I found me a piece of velvet to go around it. When I put it on mine, but go around it so it looked like a big organ anyway, you know. So then I was happy then. They put on makeup and dress and crowd people, and I played and people enjoyed it. So now I'm happy again. I can play my thing, you know. And still a little bit ashamed because I didn't know. It wasn't nothing I just made, but they accepted me. So the show, the fair end, played 9 months in. I didn't know that. I thought it was just go continuously. But the guy was booking the show, the manager of the show. He lives in Memphis, so he lives in Memphis. So he said, "Well, where you going?" I said, "I don't know." He said, "Well, come to Memphis, maybe I can get you a job there." So he got me a job on Curran Gator in Melbourne, London, and sit up there. And there I began to be the laughing star. They would come there, put on my tape, hee, I ain't got an iron boat sound. Oh man, I was so embarrassed. And they put me drinking. I wasn't drinking. I said, "What are you drinking?" Trying to keep the shame up. She didn't know. I tried to tell them I played the harmonica, but they didn't pay no attention to this. They nicknamed me Iron Boat Sound. People come miles around the place packed. Put on my tape, hee, look here. Bring the wife. Everybody, girlfriend, guys bring his friend. Look at that. He's playing Iron Boat. I'm embarrassed. I'm trying to smile with it. I tried to smile and then.
And the name stuck.
The name stuck. And the worst part, another part about it, Melbourne on the club, I said, "I showed you some transportation." His father had a car. He sold me a car for $100, and this smoke. So when I come to the club, my car smoking so much, people want to get ready to cross the street coming to London. They got a crowd on the corner watching me smoke up to the club. My car smoking. It's going to look like that. I said, "I want it." I said, "Oh boy, that's killing me. I'm shaved. I got they going to come out and say, they wait on me and see me come here with my car smoke." So I got to play this. "What you drinking? What are you drinking?" So then I go to play, got to make a living in Melbourne. I think playing drums. I'm playing, while I'm playing, you know, pull up the tape, hee. You know, I had to, you know, that I keep on playing. And then the word inspector, the word of mine was now stretched all the way to Nashville. And a guy come down and say, I got a club in Nashville, I'm getting happy there. I said, maybe I can get there and, you know, get out of this embarrassment, you know. So, his name was on the Teddy, Jefferson, was on Jefferson Street. So I played there with it, and it didn't bother me. Timmy Hicks was playing downstairs in a big club with 9-piece band. I played upstairs. He would come up and jam with me. And at least they wouldn't nickname me Iron Boat Sound, but I was still Iron Boat Sound. Me asking what to call you. He heard of me Iron Boat Sound, so I got to keep his name because he liked it. He liked his name. I want to call me something more than the 5 shots. He didn't want that. He wanted the iron boat Sam. So I'm iron boat Sam again. They didn't put up my Drake. So there was a guy called Noah Black that was putting together a TV show. I don't know this thing on a TV show. But he said, you play on your iron boat Sam? Yeah, you play iron boat? Yeah. That's what he wanted. Every time he wanted to put me on TV, I'm sure he was good. That day TV show. So I didn't want to pass the TV opportunity, so they put me on the TV show, Channel 5, and had me coming on every night at 12 o'clock every night for 2 years. So now I'm beginning to know the name, making the money, trying to learn it. So beginning kind of stuff behind those sound, and that's how I got started. And what called me to leave for 2 years, Del Morocco, Jimmy Henry, Cassie Clay was trying to get started. And big boy, he don't want to embarrass me. But he didn't embarrass me on the iron board, he embarrassed the way I did. When my daddy died, I had enough money to get me over 59 Cadillac, big old car. And the being iron board, Sam, I see now. I told the thing, I said, put iron boat Sam in small letter right up under the window, you know, about that much, So he brought it up, now you got it all the whole side, big old iron boat Sam. I say, oh man. So they were building the club over Nashville, and they put it so big, so bright, I couldn't even paint on it. I'm trying to get rid of it now, So there I am, 11 as I can. So now, I drove up one night, and I saw a big old boy talking and all that. And by that time, I had my old sewing machine, so I get a jacket, a coat jacket, and I had a machine, I trimmed the lace around the lapel, so it was a plastic coat. In Miami, I get some clothes that way, I did bring with me. And then I would put sequins collar across my toe shoe. And Cassie Clay embarrassed me. Who is that dressed up like a Christmas tree? I got a big old guy like I was out now, feeling that shame. Shame is something. If you shame, you just get rid of shame. It's just shame. So then they were building the club over, and that's, building the freeway, so he had to go to the club. So I headed out for Chicago to try to get with Chess Rubbin. They was busy with Chuck Berry. Went to Memphis, they did with Al Green, so that's a little bit of my style. But the name, that was the first black musical. That was supposed to actually do live. Blues played on the radio. Only job we could get blues from John Olive, Galvin, Tennessee, because they had 50 watts of spread over the state. But we were so soul trained, and I was before Oprah. People waiting up behind the iron set. I was the Oprah back then. We did and then I did that by me being on TV. Then I would play on it. Then I would drop it down in Strauss and all that, And James Brown, next thing I know, he's down there saying, "Please, please," down there. That's the beginning of my career.
That is awesome.
So I had to with New Orleans. I had copyright, and I'm proud of the name.
Yeah, when to jump to the 90s, you took it says you had a tour in Europe. How was that? You went to Europe?
Oh yeah, about a month ago I was in Lecanto, Switzerland. And I've been to Geneva, that's my favorite place, So I'll be going on a blues cruise next week. I do not go to Washington this weekend. And the next week we're going on a blues cruise in the Caribbean. We do the house and all that.
That is great. That's awesome. All right. Okay. And so now you were recording. Are you recording a new CD, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I got a new CD coming out after Christmas. It's called, before I came out here, Tim called me from Music Maker, and told me we're going to call it The Big Thing, And I'm doing, being I got older, my tunes, naturally, I'm older, I've been through wives and other affairs, so now I'm making more serious tunes, like one of my tunes, For the Love of Money, the World is in a Mess, which is true.
Yeah, that's true.
What's done in the dark will soon come to light, if you do good, good will come to you. I'm writing more sensible songs. They don't have much blues flavor. They have meaning, you know. So that's where I'm at now. Today, I did some blues recordings here, you know, back to talking kind of about a woman, you know. But living so much life, I live. It's kind of writing about truth. And the Big Bang comes to me when I pray to the Big Bang. The Spirit made the Big Bang, which will create the universe. That's who I talk to. That's who has my desires and keep my health and everything. That's what I call the Big Bang. But anyway, that's where I'm at now. So my blues group's coming up, and I'm going to Washington this weekend.
All right.
The last out, and then I go to Vegas once a year. I went out, I did a show with the Blues Brothers. The Blues Brothers said something to stick to my mind. I have a gold suit, so I like to take a picture. I got a gold tailor-made suit, you know, like anti-gold. So after my show, usually the girl, and I bring the wife over, take a picture sitting on my lap and all that. And they take a picture and the Blues Brothers come on. And he said something that tickled me. He said, I think you said something that you said stuck. That brought my way. He said, I shot an arrow to the clouds and it stuck. Took me when you said something about the name stuck. You reminded me of when he said he shot an arrow into the clouds and it stuck. It didn't even want to do the show. You think of it.
That's great.
I've been going out there for years. You can't even see it. I just got about 50 gigs out this head, you know, behind me in a year. I've been living in Chapel Hill now. I live up there, I feel better. We have another my album, on one of my albums. Around my apartment is trees. I'm singing about a tree. You know, very few tunes about a tree. Have you ever looked at a tree? Much taller than me, much taller than me. He who made the tree made you and me too. It's a real thing, you know. And trees, so you make the trees, I bring attention back to the tree because tree shades the earth from helping to get how we use wood from a tree to build houses. A tree turns in the autumn to pretty color. A tree is amazing, and they all are amazing. The pine tree is an amazing tree, keeps it, and a holly tree because it stays green the year round. And I want some scientists someday to study the leaves of the tree. When a tree maintains its life throughout the winter with God's leaves, there's something in there, you know, that we maybe should have in our bodies, you know. So I wrote this tune about tree, and I like it, and I got a good memory. So I'm writing a song. A bit away from the blues, a bit away, it's some truth in it, you know.
Definitely. All right.
I'll talk to you about that.
Hey, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
No, that was fine. Thank you so much for talking with us.
And you know what I'm saying? This is another thing I like to say in my clips. I wanted to stop. Recently, I'm walking down the, in a mall or somewhere, and you look at somebody and they tight lip. That's the ugly face. I don't like that. People do that all over and seem to be growing and growing and growing. I don't like that. If it's a pretty woman, that makes her look ugly. If it's a handsome man, make him look. And it's an insulting type figure. So if you look at somebody you don't know, if they tighten up their lip, don't look at me. That's not fair to human beings don't know you. Tighten your lip if there's someone who's done something to you. But this ordinary, I hope they stop that. It seems to be spreading.
Yeah.
It's not a pretty figure. I don't care what you know. If you're on the stress, pick it up sometimes. But not at people.
Right.
Have you ever seen it?
I've seen it.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it. I've seen it like at the mall.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I want it to be addressed. The tight lip thing that's spreading over the country. I hope that stops. Yeah. And I want them to know that's an ugly thing. If it don't make once they tighten lip, your identification go. You get ugly. And when and women, I hate to say it, but women will do it often. Maybe if they don't want the man to look at them. They look the other way, don't see me. God made them for us to look at it anyway. and there was no time. And now men doing it, you know. And when we do it with these big lips, it's really tight. I wasn't stop doing it. So tell them to stop doing tight lips. I don't like that.
All
Tell
right.
my little self don't like it.
From
And
my
it's an
board
ugly
saying,
thing.
stop doing that. Stop
Stop doing that. That's not a pretty thing. And I've seen a few little kids that I don't want that in the young generation. Don't do that. I don't like tight lips. And I wrote some song today on it. It's not proper. It's insulting before you even know anybody. You're insulting someone that you don't know. You know.
Well, we as people are getting more and more distant.
Smile. No, I want to smile. If they feel like tight lips, smile.
Yeah.
Smile instead.
Yeah.
When you're smiling, the whole world is smiling.
There you go.
There you go. And let's make it a happy world.
Yeah.
And when you're happy, your brain stimulated, your breath stimulated, you live. I'm 73. I have no health problem because I'm smiling when I play. When I meet a person, I smile free. And it's good for the smile. Is good for health. Good for everything. So the tight lip got to take a toll on the body. You know, if you tight, you. So now when I meet a woman, I just look at her whole head down. I'm going to tighten up the other way. When I meet one pretty lady, I sure like to look, but no. Sometimes I turn all the way around. And if you tighten up so bad, I tighten my big lip back out. I don't like to do that. I got a big back lip. I know she good. I tightened the big one up. She looked at me and see what I did. I said, I mean that. You know, I'll sit this McDonald's eating. She gave my perfect just do that. And then I had a chance to do it back there. I'm listening to this, how ugly I can look at these big tight lips. I saw her good, she didn't do it no more. She didn't do that to me. I want to smile. Smile make people happy.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right.
When the time up, I'll be scared to say hello or something. I don't even say it.
Yeah.
I don't say I'm scared to speak this, you know.
Oh, that's fine. All right, this is Jody Rogers from Lydia Lowe, and we've been talking to Iron Lord Sam and having a really awesome conversation here and everything. And you're playing tonight?
I think yes.
Yeah. Great. All right. And we are from KJAG Radio. And give a shout to Jiggy. Hey, Jiggy. And do you have any, any advice for some of the younger bluesmen coming up? Like the blues musicians, like the younger ones, do you have any advice for them?
Yes, keep on listening. We did a show up in some part of Missouri, and we met a teacher that's teaching the blues to the kids, to the elementary grade, and that was great. In fact, they gave us a show, and I think because blues, everybody has the blues sometimes. It's when things don't go right, that's the blues, you know. And but when you sing it, I heard it kind of makes you feel good. It's not intended to make you feel sad, but to express the way you feel. So the advice from someone: pick up a guitar, a piano, and so I think there's only 3 changes to it. And I recommend that with guitar, piano, sing with it too, so you can identify yourself. Sing and bring it good, you know. Yeah, you know. And just sing the 3 changes. You sing about something pretty. You can say, my little friend is so pretty to me. You know, you don't have to be always sad thing, it can be a pretty thing, using the 3 changes, you know. If you use the 3 changes, that's what the music's about. It's just like slow rock and roll, where you slow it down and become good.
All right. All right. Well, rock and roll, I think, they came from the blues, didn't it?
Yeah, it came to the blues. Rock and roll, the tempo makes it just fast, you know.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Y'all enjoy yourself. See how y'all smile and make it brighten up everything.
Oh,
Someone walking in the room and smiling, everybody wants to smile.
Yeah, there
But
you
you walk in
go.
the room and tight lips, everybody looks sad.